Did that, and they were okay with it. He pulled up, checked up, threw his hand up, and then they were okay with that.
All right, well, here we go. Elbows up, Kevin. This is it. They're locked and loaded on the gate. You got the drone shot here. The gate goes down. Let's see.
Look at that wheelie from the man out there.
Wow,
on the
guy from the inside. Is that Dudney?
I believe it is. Look at that. Everybody going to make it through. Great start for Caden Dudney. We'll see if he's able to hold on to it. Gordon on the number 18, Ryder Malinowski. On the 81 Yamaha, Logan Best with a good start. Carter Malcolm in fourth. Caden Dudney is fifth, so he's right there as well. Fedorsov in there as well, but we're watching the number 18. But here comes the number 40. Caden Dudney goes from fifth to first. What is your name? It's Wes Kane.
Hey,
I think I just had a stroke.
Hey, you're going to be fine. We're going to give you heart palpitations.
I'm excited.
Hit you, boom. Well, I'd be excited too out there. Gordon Malinowski Best.
No, it's Caden Dudney. He just went from fifth to first.
Well, there he is.
On
just
the 40.
That quick. Wow. That was a hat trick.
That was. He was in fifth, and boom, he zaps him right here going into the 10 Commandments.
Now you see me, now you don't. Even Kevin Wyndham is looking out the window going, what did I just see here?
There's Logan Best on the 26
He's
Yamaha.
Doing his best right now.
He's doing great. There is a couple of teammates there, a couple of Cowie teammates. That's got to feel good. You get your buddy out there, you just kind of roll out.
Willie Manning's got to be happy out there. Carter Malcolm spins endless. When he comes down, he lives at our house. He stays out front in the driveway in his little Sprinter van.
Yep.
Does testing, and it's got to be pumped out there. Carter Malcolm.
What do you got, Weege?
I got to imagine that the two teammates want to beat each other too.
Heck yeah. I'm just saying, they're going to. He's not going to put you on the ground. Hopefully.
Yes. Well, yeah. Hopefully. And we did see the two Yamaha riders both crash, but it was not a takeout.
No.
Yesterday, with Alof and Avery Long.
No.
I think a lot of people might have thought that because they both went down, but it was not a takeout.
Ed Torrance said, "Hey, my boys are racing out there." He said if they were in 10th, jack-legging around or whatever, he goes, they were going both for the win.
Yep.
And it was no harm, no foul. It's just what happened.
So we got a showdown right here. I wanted to see this, Dudney versus Gordon, both getting good starts together. Let's see who the best rider in this group is, or maybe it's someone else in that group that wants to go with them.
All right, well, here we go.
There's Landon Gibson, 7th.
Yeah, Dudney, Gordon, Malinowski, Hartz, Best, Bartov, Gibson, Malcolm, Forbes, Betts, all in the top 10, brought to you by good friends at Racer TV.
There you go. As the riders head into 10 Commandments, Kawasaki rider starting to lead out. The number 40 of Caden Dudney is absolutely checking out. That is a impressive lead for the number 40 Texas man.
Nah, he just shot, like you said. He was in 5th. He shot out front, and now he is putting it down, Kevin.
Yeah, great opening line. This is exactly what you want to do. Distance yourself from all the chaos that happens in those first few laps.
Yeah, because you're looking down the line when you're staging. You got Landon Gibson out there, Carter Malcolm, Forbes,
Timbo,
Best, all those guys. Greenwell, we'll go all the way down. Merriman, Thomas, Meyer, Hamilton, Carver, those guys, they're all in the right. They are very,
they can lead this thing.
Look, Jonathan Getz out there. They're very strong in their craft right now, and any of them can get out front and take the win.
Look at that wad of Yamahas from 3rd to 7th. Landon Hartz, Logan Best, Alexander Fedorsov, Landon Gibson. A slew of those guys. Gibson on the Husqvarna, but those kids all slugging out. Those are teammates.
Here we go out there. And let's keep an eye on Landon Gibson, but these guys out front, Ryan Holliday's got to be ecstatic right now with Dudney and Gordon, 1 and 2.
There was a time when Kawasaki had, I guess, a few holes in their riders in terms of putting guys up front. They've reloaded, man. They've had a bunch of guys out front and a bunch of motos this week.
Nah, Holliday, he's good at what he does. He picks and chooses. He moves guys around. And, yeah, there was a little bit of a gap right there. But he is reloaded, and he is ready to go. Dudney, Gordon, great choices out there. You got Drew Adams, Yannick. You got a whole host of guys coming up. So it's going to be a good one for a few years to come.
What's interesting, though, Cowie is a brand that is not afraid to put their best riders against each other, and that's what they've done right now. Their two best B riders are in 250B, the same class. They could have put one in a limited class or had one ride a 450. Nope, they're going to race head-to-head. And they're going to battle right now.
Hey, I talk to Holiday a lot. He gives me a lot of wisdom. He says, you know what, once you come through the ranks of the mini bike and you're that good and you go through Super Mini and you move to the big bike, he goes, you should just put him in the A class. Just go. Figure it out there, sink or swim. Okay. And if he had his way, those guys probably be in A class.
Well, they're probably about that fast.
Yeah.
Battle we're watching right now, Fedorsov on that Club MX Yamaha, he got some attention. He actually was the fast qualifier at the Combine at Redbud. So he definitely has speed. And he's battling it out with Ryder Malinowski. And here comes Landon Gibson.
Well, let's look at that lap time right there. I believe that 1:51 is probably the fastest right now. And Kevin Wyndham called it. He goes, we're going to see the low 50s.
Caden Dudney, that's the fastest lap of the week, I believe. I even got the data.
Hands down.
Nine Laps just gave it to me. The fastest lap of the week so far had been True Items, a 152.4, a 151.9 for Dudney, fastest lap of the week.
Well, he is on a rocket ship on rails right now. Wyndham is like, oh yeah, he is on it right now. A couple of riders going down in that little right-hand 180 right after the 10 Commandments, but let's watch our leaders now as they come through, Kevin.
Yeah, and you have to mention, I hate to put an asterisk, but this is early in the day, so the track is a little smoother than our boys in the pro sport. So I have to think that they would challenge that lap time, the 33 of Adams and the guys in the 250 pro sport.
If they race in the morning, they just might. Another thing about Dudney, man, he had a thumb injury. Told us last night on Radio Fox, didn't ride for 5 weeks. Kevin Wyndham can probably verify that. He rode 2 days. The weekend before this, just to make sure he was okay.
I'll say he's fresh. It's like a running back.
Well, I asked him, did you feel you lost much? And he said, honestly, I feel about the same. So maybe he's...
I'm assuming the cardio and everything was taken care of during the whole time.
Sometimes you have to rest, and sometimes we see that with riders that come back from an injury, they rehab, somehow they are magically faster than going out and beating your body down.
I think Kevin was faster after he broke his leg. He was fantastic. Remember when he broke his leg and came back?
Yep. So a little time off. I think he preferred the thumb injury over the leg injury, but it's worked for Dudney. He threw in another 151.999.
He's backing it up right there. There's Gordon, Best, Malinowski, Fedosov, Gibson, Hartz. I mean, it's hard for some of these guys to move up. The lap times are all there, 157, 156, all the way back down to 10th to 12th place. So it's going to be hard for some of these guys to make ground up unless something happens.
Still watching that Yamaha battle. Best on the 26, Malinowski on the 81, Fedorstov on the 60, still battling. Landon Gibson trying to make tracks here. Gibson, I believe, wasn't he second in Moto 1?
Yes, Gibson did roll up in there and finish up second in Moto 1.
So he's Gibson, 6th right now. He's got work to do.
Got a lot of work to do, but hey, if you ever stop to talk to Landon Gibson, he is one guy that if you hand him a pickaxe and a shovel, he's going to work.
Yeah, I was talking to Daniel Blair, who runs that program over there. Yeah, the mental strength is not a problem for Landon Gibson.
No,
he is determined. He does not give up, and he's trying to move to the front.
No, if you talk to him, it's like talking to a 25-year-old man. Like, okay, I'll get it done. That mature.
Yep, he's got it stacked in front of him right now with those 2 Cowies out front, and then Logan Best in 3rd. What's the battle we're watching right here?
Looks like Timbo on that Suzuki, and that might be...
Yeah, Timbo coming there. They're buzzing the tower right now. Timbo, Slice, Forbes, and Landon Hartz going at it now through that sand wall. Look at it. 4 wide, sand surfing through. Oh! Look out. A little bobble there as lines are being selected wisely now. Slice gets dealt to the outside. Oh! Could have been a little crossover. He does make the pass. And Slice now has his side. Timbo on Cole Forbes and Landon Hart.
The points are going to be close here. Landon Gordon, your leader, or he's second right now, but I believe he was first in that first moto, so that's going to be a 1-2. That's 3 points, and he's got Dudney has a 3 and a 1, so he's ahead by 1 point. So
it's going to be good.
Well, here you go. A big shout out to the 26th ride of Logan Best. He's in 3rd. He's holding court. He's holding pretty solid at a 1:55 lap time. So Logan Best, he's in the mix. He's in there. Top 3, nothing to stub your nose about here down at the ranch.
This battle back here, so that's Cole Timbo on the Suzuki.
I think he's gotten around the Yamaha rider or working on
that was Hartz.
Yep. So now he's up in 6th.
Yep. Wow. And going after the 60 ride. So let's keep our eyes peeled on Landon Gibson, the number 23 of Gibson now, trying to roll up there on Ryder Malinowski up in the top 4.
Man, that's impressive charge here for Cole Timbo.
Yeah, he was about 12th or so a lap or 2 ago.
Doing it for the RM Army.
He's doing it for the fire department over there in California. Goes over there and does those tire drills. He works out with the staff over there. Dad says, get in here. Dad's got one of the big wax handlebar mustaches.
Really?
Just like the old battalion chief. I think he is a battalion chief anyway.
Probably is. If you've been there for a minute, you've got more rank than me for sure. Salty dog, they call him.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Oh, that's Gibson. The 23 of Landon Gibson. And like Tim Cotter always said, there's the dog days of summer, has reached up and struck down Landon Gibson. But fires up his trusty steed and gets back into the fracas. Dudney, Gordon, Best, Malinowski. Now let's see how many spots Gibson loses as he comes around.
Yeah, Timbo's on the move, man. He's approaching a top 5 finish as Gibson went down, so Timbo might be as high as 5th.
There he is. Malinowski now moves
Hart's
up.
is fifth.
Hart's. Now let's see where Gibson falls through. It's going to fall a few. He still hasn't come through yet. Timbo fourth. Fourth stop. And Carter Malcolm in the top 10.
Gibson down to 10th, from 5th to 10th.
Oh, and you don't have time for that here because these guys are moving. Shoot, shoot, shoot. You go down like that, you get passed by 3 guys with a blink of an eye.
Oh, man. So that might make this championship down to possibly just the 2 Kawasaki riders.
Yep.
Gibson, if it ended like this, he'd be looking at a 2:10. There's Gibson on that white Rockstar Husqvarna in the red gear, trying to make up ground. Can he get all the way back to the top 5 before this is over? That is not going to be easy in this class.
Hey, we got 9.5 minutes out there, Jason Wygant. It's an eternity if it's you're thinking about Loretta Lynns and just getting the job done. He does have time.
Is that Alvin Hillian just rocketing right past the Yamaha rider there? He tripled through there and just made up a ton of time as we follow Alvin Hillian right there on the right-hand side of your screen.
Hillian has been at it for a minute, Kevin. He knows his way around this Loretta Lynns facility.
Yeah, he got around the 72 of Gavin Betts, and that jumped him just about into a top 10 position. I like that kid's style, man. I think he's going to be better than what he's showing here, especially in Supercross. He's rides super loose, busts that triple out right there.
I'm going to check the lap time. The leaders are about to go through another lap. Gordon actually took a few tenths out of Dudney last time around. We might have a battle before this one is over. And it was 6 tenths quicker for Gordon last time. And in about a minute, probably about 30 seconds, we'll see what the lap time was this time. Here it is. Big difference now. Woo! Gordon made up nearly 1.5 seconds on Dudney, the leader. Gordon's got it together now, and we're going to find out. Remember, the leader, Dudney, did miss a lot of time with a thumb injury. Is the 20 minutes there? Can he bring this home? Because Gordon is starting to roll.
Coming into the 10 Commandments, that's where you will find your leader. We've got 8 minutes to go. Caden Dudney might have to deal with the number 18, the surging Landon Gordon, who just put it all together for a 152, 6 laps into this thing, his best lap of the race so far. It's a great time to do it.
Here comes Landon Gordon out there. Like Jason Wygant said, you better give him some butter because he's on a roll right now.
Beautiful. We got you back here, Rusty.
Hey, I'm back in the mix.
What they pay you for right there.
I'm off probation. I'm in the mix.
So it's Logan Best still third. Ryder Malinowski is fourth. But man, the gaps. Those 2 Cali riders up front, they're putting 2, 3, 4 seconds a lap into everyone else in this class. They have pulled away. Probably won't have to worry about Landon Gibson for this championship now that Gibson tipped over. I think Gibson had made it to 5th.
Yeah, now he's back in 10th or so.
Yeah. So this could be the pivotal moment. If you're Dudney, you've got to win this moto because the 3rd in Moto 1, the 3-1, you'd be looking good. At 3-2 versus
5.
2 1s for Gordon would be tough.
There's your leader, center of the racetrack, right by the announcer's tower. The number 40, here comes the 18 again. He is steadily cutting into that lead, guys. Around the big sweeper, heading towards the finish line.
There you go. You're watching him now. 2 craftsmen.
You can
do
see
some work right here.
You can see it in Gordon's riding style, man. He is going after our leader, Caden Dudney.
Dudney, Gordon, Best checking in right now. Best still roll out there in 3rd, just keeping his pace, minding his own business. Could have a good podium finish out there.
Yeah, that'd be solid for the long-time Yamaha rider. Well, how about this? Dudney, not a good lap, but Gordon couldn't answer. He ran they both ran 155s. Gordon made up 2 tenths, but that's not a lot.
I mean, look, he can see him now coming in these straightaways. When he makes this left, he can look down the straightaway and see Dudney just in front of him. Definitely makes a difference. The blue flags are out as these guys work their way through traffic.
Yep, get out of the way. Here we go. Your leader now enters the 10 Commandments, and so does his teammate, Landon Gordon. Hop, skipping, and jumping. Mike Shoutkoff listening back home with a newborn little baby there. It's got to be pretty pumped right now on both these 2 riders out there.
Trying not to scream. Don't want to wake the baby. I get it. Very exciting when your riders are running 1-2.
There's Logie Bear. Logan Best now enters the 10 Commandment. Change them diapers and listening to Racer TV. It's got to be pretty cool.
A lot of people listening, man. At any time, 15,000 or so people.
No, they said, 12, 15,000 all around the world. You're getting texts. I'm getting texts from people when we mess up. Well, so they like to jump on us real quick.
Yeah, they let me know when I mispronounce names.
Brunson Myers, he sticks his nose in here all the time.
His name's Bronson. I love you calling Brunson every time. It's awesome.
That's it.
This is why I don't need to call my wife. I'm just like, if you want to know who I'm doing, just turn on Racer TV.
It's live.
I'm still alive.
Yeah, you're still alive.
And we're good.
Yep. Jay Leno used to say that. He's like, I don't need to call my parents. Just watch the show and you know
every night.
Okay.
Every night.
Why do I need to call you?
All right, Dudney, Gordon, Best. But let's talk about our riders in 11th right there. I've got Alvin Hill in 11th, Betts, Getz in 13th, Ruth, Gwynn, Clark. There they are, 14, 15, 7, 16. Greenwell, Morales, Wrinkle, and Eli Gross. Welcome to the show. You're on the Big Bikes in 20th, brought to you by our good friends over at Racer TV.
Man, the number 18 had a rough go there those last couple of turns. Landon Gordon almost going down.
And Dudney answered back. He just put in the 153. He had gone up to 155. He answered the call, and it stretched that lead back out.
Oh, those boards are working over there. Those guys are trained. They know what to ride on the board. They know where they're at out there. Just amazing the communication they have between those boards, mechanics, and riders out there, where they are and what they need to be doing.
There's a good shot of your leader going into the 10 Commandments, the number 40 of Caden Dudney, trying to wrap up a moto win here. Got a lot of lap riders, a lot of lap traffic, rough racetrack. It is hot. These guys are going to earn it. Make sure you are staying hydrated. I know we say that a lot, but it's going to be as warm as we've seen all week. 99 is what I'm hearing, so prepare yourself, drink lots of water, and stay in the shade. Getting that creek cool off, man, it's such a blessing to have that thing running just right on the edge of that racetrack. There's the number 40. He's thinking about the checkered flag.
It's so good out there. Dudney, Gordon, Best, Malinowski, Timbo Slice, Carter Malcolm in the top 6. Willie Manning, got to be listening at home. You got to be pretty pumped about your guy here.
Yeah, he looks great. Looks fantastic. Caden Dudney on the number 40. I think it's K-Dub's one of his star pupils there.
Yeah. Gavin Graysick out there, he is training Carter Malcolm. So Gavin Graysick, he won titles before. You know what it takes to get your guys prepped to be up here, and it's paying off right there.
Absolutely. There's your leader. We're following along into the sand. The big sweeper. Man, they had a great video on Brett Smith's We Went Fast Instagram account yesterday. About 2 minutes of this racetrack from 1983, and it is the same footprint. Davey, I know you saw that last night. That looks so cool. Davey Coombs. That We Went Fast video last night that Brett put up of this track, man, it's identical. Like, it's so similar, the footprint and how it flowed around. Did you see it last night? Well, you should. It's great. This is riveting. I know. No, it's 1983 Loretta Lynns, and there's about a minute and a half of footage, and this guy misses a 110 commandment. He hit every one, just squished through there. It was like a Caprice Classic going through those 10 commandments. Anyway, great video. Check it out on Instagram. I know that was riveting story time here on this live broadcast of the 250B class, but if you're sitting at home, want to see what this place looked like a long, long time ago, it's very similar to the first turn. Looked identical. The big sweeper around the pond here. The pond wasn't as deep.
Here we go. Dudney, Gordon, and Logan Best out there. Best now dropping it down to a 157. And we're watching. 2-lap board is out, Kevin. 2-lap board out.
Looks like Landon Gordon's going to hang in there in the number 2 spot. He is not attacking the racetrack going after Cade Dudney. I think he's going to settle for this 2 and go into that third moto and let the chips fall where they may. He's going to go in with a 1-2 with 3 points. Dudney's going to have a 3-1. So Gordon will have a 1-point advantage over Dudney going into that third and final moto. As we look at the number 18, the yellow gear, the green bike, easy to pick him out. Landon Gordon. We've seen this, man. Yesterday, these things are starting to set up. These third motos, there's a bunch of them that are going to be pivotal.
It is unplanned drama is what it is, and it's a never-ending story. It starts in Storyland, but the book stays open until the checker flag falls, and that's just, again, we can't say it enough. That is the mystical path here at Loretta Lynns. You never know. We've seen a lot here, Kevin, of coulda, woulda, shouldas, and it ends, and it couldn't end right there at that checker flag.
And there it is. The checker flag flies for your second Moto 250B winner out of Athens, Texas. It's going to be Caden Dudney. It did not fly. You gave me wrong information. We got one more lap to go. If I could just spin around and look, I would actually see.
No, that was the 2-lap board.
The white flag is out.
Yeah, white flag is out now.
Checker flag will fly next go around for Caden Dudney.
Absolutely. White flag out. Dudney, Gordon, Best. And we are going to have Jessica Patterson, JP Money. You're going to jump in here. You're going to help us out with the plus 25. So she is a trainer. She's got her own camp down there with Daniel
She's
Blair.
Intimidating.
Yeah, there she is. Look
at that intimidating mom over there.
Hey, look at her boy over there.
He will. Yeah, that's going to be a strong little dude right there.
Yeah, but he likes to eat ice cream all the time.
He should. Every kid does.
Hey, he was on the roster for Arena Cross, and I'm looking. And I'm like, where is Knox Ray? He's not down there. He's up there. She shows me a video. He's eating ice cream.
Just missed his moto.
No, but he made it to the main because he rode the last chance and got in. Finished third.
Powered by Vanilla.
I'll miss the qualifier and go straight to
I'll eat ice cream instead. I do that every time.
But JP's going to help us out. She's a champion here and has her own street named up there on Stagecoach.
She does.
So she is going to
She's royalty here for sure. Some of my favorite memories are watching those women's races, and they fly across the finish line. She almost crashes into the fence over here. Dislocated shoulder back in the day.
Hey, I get to go
She's a soldier.
A race at her
Traveler's Rest.
And there's semi-racing on dirt.
Oh, of course.
Kenworths. They got Chappie. He's going to come in. He's going to drive one.
Drive the Team Green's rig right here down to Traveler's Rest, South Carolina.
He's going to race on next Saturday. Right. It's going to be cool. It's scary to me. I don't want to be down.
Ryan Holiday be back in the sleeper, sliding around as he's racing. All right, there's the number 40. This time the checker flag will fly. You can spot him on that Kawasaki. He's got a moto win. He set himself up. Right. Good spot for that championship. Well done. Caden Dudley will get that win. His teammate, Landon Gordon.
Mike Duclos over there off the low road.
Get those helmets off me, man. Get the helmets off, get the gloves off. The gloves came off in that moto. Logan Best, where are you at? Number 26.
He's coming in. Great job out there, Logie Bear. Come on, bring it on in.
And let's throw those top 10 as they continue to fly through. A live look down at the top 10 tent. They roll in. In accordance how they finish on those stands, and they get to cool off. They bring them water, get these little guys cooled off, and get them ready for some fun in the sun with Jason Wygant, if that's even possible. There's those juicy lips, Ryan Holiday right there. And how about it? Kate Dudney, Landon Gordon, Logan Best, Malinowski, Carter Malcolm. That's your top 5. Fedorzov will be 6th. Cole Timbo climbs to 7th. Alvin Hillian 8th. Landon Gibson, tough break, he goes down, finishes 9th. And Landon Hartz rounds out your top 10. That'll do it from the announcer's tower. We'll toss it down to Jason Wygant, sweating it out.
Well, it's a real showdown class. I've been saying it for the last, I don't know, 6 or 8 years. I feel like 250B is becoming the premier class here. And the reason why is when you get to pro sport, riders graduate at different times. Some turn pro at the first pro motocross round, don't come back to Loretta. Some do, some don't. It's all over the map. You got to prove yourself in the B class, though. That's where everybody meets. And this guy, man, what a performance to get a huge gold medal and put himself right in contention in that championship run for Moto 3. Let's hear it for Caden Dudney. Well, first, I don't know if you know this, you put in the fastest lap of the week in that moto, the first 151 that we've seen, so congrats on that. But more importantly, digging deep, your teammate came after you about halfway through, you answered, you got to be pumped on that.
Yeah, the track's really rough. I got another good start, and I passed Landon and someone else in the first few corners, and then I just tried my best and just limited those mistakes like I needed to. And this race was a lot better when I did that.
You missed some time with a thumb injury. Is that affecting you at all? Because obviously that wasn't the prep you wanted. Is it tough at the end of these motos?
It is definitely tough. I don't recommend taking 5 weeks off, but yeah, we're out here doing it and we're having fun.
Moto 3, going to be ready for that one? It's going to be a showdown.
Yes, sir.
All right. Who do you want to thank?
My mom, my dad, Monster Energy, Team Green Kawasaki, Fox, Dunlop, Oakley, Per Circuit, Renthal, Farm 14, Kevin Windham, and everybody that just supports me. Thank you so much. I couldn't do it without you guys.
Big win right here. Fastest lap of the week, Caden Dudney. And we mentioned that charge from his teammate. Also got the whole shot. Great run for second. And these two, essentially, whoever wins Moto 3 would be the champion between these two. There will be other players for sure. We'll bring the second place finisher on up, give him the whole shot award and the silver. All right, sitting on 1-2 scores, heading into the third moto. This time the silver, also the whole shot. Hold that up. It's here for Landon Gordon. I knew you wanted to win, obviously. About halfway through, you started creeping up, getting closer. You were putting in a charge, trying to get it.
Yeah, I put a little push in, but yeah, I figured I'd save my energy for Moto 3 and come out swinging.
Yep. What do you need to do those first couple laps to stay a little closer, to not have to work that hard?
Yeah, I need a better pace in the beginning, but yeah, we'll get it done in Moto 3.
All right, yeah, Moto 3 is going to be a good one. Who do you want to thank, Landon?
I thank the Lord for keeping me safe, my whole family. My mom, dad, they do so much. I'd like to thank Team Green Kawasaki, Pro Circuit, Monster, Alpine Star, 100%, Throttle Syndicate, Renthal, Ethica, Toyota Redlands. Everybody else, thank you so much.
All right, there it is, Landon Gordon, second place. And he's the point leader in the class right now with the 1-2 going into Moto 3. And now third place, hanging tough on the Yamaha. There was a huge battle going on behind him, but he didn't let those guys get to him. Let's hear for the third place finisher, Logan Best. Yeah, there were like 9 guys battling it out for fourth on back. You never let them get to you.
No, I mean, Ryan always puts me in the front at sandbox, and you know, it just helps teach us to stay calm and not panic. So once I got a pretty good start, I think I made like 2 passes or something like that, and just focus forward.
Yep. Who do you want to thank?
My mom and dad, the whole Rock River Gizmo Mods team, Bobby, all of them. I mean, they've been such a big help. 6D, 100% goggles, FCA and FXR, Asterisk knee braces, Alpine Star boots, Gizmo Mod motors, Enza suspension, Mike from Monster, Moto Sandbox, Moto Intelligence, Ryan, even Ben Riddle, he helps us out sometimes, Dunlop, and just Tamer Whole Shot Device, and everyone, just thank you so much.
All right, there it is, Logan Best, third place in that stacked 250B division. All right, we'll send it back up.